Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Brittany Michelle, and as promised, in this video I will be sharing with you the protective styles that I know are much better than knotless braids, much better than utilizing synthetic braiding hair, that I know not only look great but also help you actually achieve healthier hair goals. I've seen excellent results with many, if not hundreds, of my clients here in the salon. So really excited to share this video with you guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you love videos like these, and give it a thumbs up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So if you have tuned in to my last YouTube video talking about the recent data that had come out about synthetic braiding hair and like the harmful cancer-causing chemicals that have recently been found, then you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, so synthetic braiding hair is unhealthy for our skin and for our bodies. It is unhealthy for our hair and ruins pretty much our progress for healthier hair. So now what? You're probably asking yourself, what then can I use, should I use to still have a cute protective style, to still put my hair away in a healthy sort of way, but not cause any damage? I definitely have the answer and the solution for you. So over the years, I have seen what doesn't work and of course what 100% works when it comes to retaining length, maintaining the overall hydration of the hair, and pretty much maintaining the health of the hair overall while the hair is in a protective style. Now, there are a very few protective styles that will allow this, especially when you're incorporating add-ons like extensions. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and dive in. Before we get into the actual styles that I know are excellent alternatives to styles that use synthetic braiding hair, I kind of want to mention something first. So when you're approaching protective styles, you definitely want to keep kind of like a healthy overall concept in mind. When you're approaching protective styles, keep in mind that you're wanting to use protective styling as a helpful tool to get you to your healthy destination. So kind of think of it like training wheels. I say this kind of example a lot. This is something that I mention in the salon. Let's say the current state of your hair isn't exactly where you ideally want it to be. Maybe it's not your favorite length or whatever the case may be, and you're using a particular style to help you get to your desired destination, you're pretty much using the protective style as training wheels to kind of help you get to your desired destination. And once you get there, then you can kind of take the training wheels off and not rely so heavily on them anymore. In other words, once you grow your hair to the length that you want, or your hair is at a certain health, then you don't have to rely so heavily on said protective style, and you can just then wear your hair. So you want to adapt this sort of mentality surrounding protective styling, as opposed to thinking of protective styling as a means to neglect, avoid, or put off caring for. So with all this said, you want to consider actually just growing your hair to the length that is required to achieve this protective style look. So for example, if your favorite protective style is knotless braids, in your mind, try growing your natural hair to a point where you can simply wear your natural hair in its own set of braids or its own set of twists. These kind of protective styles where you're utilizing your own natural hair is the most ideal. If I had to choose, it's your own natural density, which means that there isn't any extra wear and tear, any extra weight stressing the follicles. Try considering and adopting the mentality of, okay, I am using these protective styles or additions to my protective styles to actually like grow my hair to a certain place where I can just wear my own hair. Do you understand what I mean? So for example, natural twists, which I'm sure you guys have seen me mention many times on this channel, especially in my shorts. You guys absolutely love when I post videos like that. Natural twists is a name that I had given a particular style that I provide for clients here in the salon. It's a complete game changer because it satisfies the need of wanting to put the hair away, but also having access to the hair to moisturize and seal so it doesn't dry out and you fall off your healthy hair journey. Now, a lot of folks, many folks, hundreds of folks on social media have asked, okay, well, how do I achieve this look? How do I have my twists looking nice and plump and hydrated? Because a lot of folks apparently are struggling with that. Let me know if that's you in the comments. You know, folks are talking about boneless twists. Now, if that's you, if you're wanting to achieve like a certain aesthetic of your twist, which I know exactly what you're talking about, I actually have in my ultimate product list. Highly recommend that you go ahead and download my ultimate product list. There you'll find links and descriptions to all of my recommended products, as well as the exact products that I use to achieve natural twists and all of the styles that I achieve here in the salon. So I'll go ahead and leave the link to my ultimate product list down below for you to download. Now, if you're someone who just straight up is like, look, sure, I love my hair, but I just need a little extra. Like, I want to add some hair so that I can see a little bit more length, so that I can achieve a little bit more fullness. Totally get that. Very understandable. You could definitely add hair. Now, hair that I recommend for protective styles, to be completely honest, it's going to be utilizing virgin hair. You're going to want to use 100% virgin hair extensions. I highly recommend utilizing virgin hair extensions in certain protective styles, like for example, a style that I have called virgin curly twists. I'll show you like a little example here so you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's essentially natural twist but with added hair. I've used both textures, natural coil and natural curl from BM extensions. If doing natural twists with extensions is something that you're interested in, I will leave that link for you down below. I highly recommend using virgin hair extensions in protective styles like twists specifically, because it's just gentler on the hair. It's a lot softer, and texture wise, like just the feel is a lot closer to the actual feel of our own natural hair. Like, it isn't such a synthetic harsh fiber like synthetic braiding hair. It not only feels better, but it also looks a lot better in my personal opinion. It just looks so much more natural. It mimics the way your own natural hair will react. So when I did the virgin curly twists on my own hair, every couple of days, I would still moisturize and seal my hair. And just the way that my hair would like naturally swell in the twists, the virgin hair would also naturally swell. And it just still looked so natural. Like, it didn't like poke out of the hair because the hair itself was reacting the same way. It just is a lot lighter on the hair. It isn't heavy. And the other thing too is you technically could save it. You could just like take it out, wash it, and reinstall it. Although I haven't particularly done that, that is something that you can consider doing. A few other styles that are really ideal when it comes to styles that are better than synthetic braiding hair, period. In general, some of my favorites would be U-part wigs, twists with virgin hair, which I've already mentioned, and of course twists with your natural hair. U-part wigs is another style that you can use as like training wheels. This is what I like to say in the salon to clients, because U-part wigs, if they are used properly, can be so great. Like, you can still have that very natural look, but majority of your hair can be put away. You can still access your hair underneath because you can just simply take it on and off. It's another way to actively grow the hair out comfortably without any tension or like damage. It's just another great way to help grow the hair out. So just as a recap, some of my favorite protective styles that you can kind of use, especially this summer, instead of synthetic braiding hair, would be using 100% virgin hair for your styles, using your own natural hair for your styles, whether that be natural twists or braids. And then finally, U-part wigs are another really great alternative as well. If you sew down your U-parts, you could leave it on for a week or 2 weeks max, and then take it off, deep condition, do all the healthy things for your hair, and then just reinstall is another really great option. When it's healthy and it's thriving and you're able to achieve the styles that you know and love with your own natural hair, trust me when I say that wearing your hair becomes such an excellent experience. It just becomes like you're not even thinking about it as much anymore. It's not something that's like daunting anymore. It just becomes a part of you. And and I just want so badly for you to experience that. If you're a licensed professional, I highly encourage you to share some of these alternatives with your clients. It takes a village to get folks to try some other alternatives that are a lot healthier for their hair. If you're someone who's lost when it comes to healthy hair care and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to begin to even understand your hair, highly recommend that you give the Ultimate Guidebook a download. And of course, I'll leave my social media platforms in the description box below if you're not already following. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if some of these styles you have already achieved at home on yourself. Maybe you've already started doing them. If you've started seeing results, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. And of course, I'll see you in my next video.